Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you guys that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath, so good to share energy with you. We're going to get right into it. Breaking news. So, tonight, we're going to do a little bit of Q&A, and we're going to do freestyle Q&A. Also, if you want to ask a tarot question, we'll do that too. So, tarot or oracle deck question, we will do that too. So let me know what you guys are feeling like, and let's see if I can take care of you. Say hi when you pop in. Don't mind my passion fruit drink behind us. We're gonna get started. So let's see what's going on for the collective. Let's see who pops in. I'll be on here for about 30 minutes tonight, guys. Okay, so breaking news. We're using the Ghetto Nun Life Like deck. This is what your life like. The Ghetto Nun Life Like deck. I thought it would be fun for a Friday night. So old ladies have no regrets. Old ladies have no regrets. So take my can down, guys. Let's see if it's gonna stick and stay. Old ladies have no regrets. So what is the breaking news about old ladies having no regrets? Let's clarify that. Oh, they said use a different deck. We're going to use this one. Old ladies have no regrets. I kind of love this because it's an echo of said same thing. Old ladies have no regrets. So, the Four of Wands. Why aren't you resting? So, one of the things that you may be working on is increasing your rest and relaxation and kind of making that be a really primary part of your life. The next thing that's coming up here for your breaking news is that your communication skills are going to be improving. Absolutely heightening. And I'm going to clarify that. Let's get one more and then we'll get out a clarifying deck. And then I have the Hierophant. So this is about getting into contractual connections, business partnerships, or whatever. But a partnership where there's some kind of contract. Hello, Milou. We're doing freestyle questions, so you can ask me anything you want. No repeat questions, or we're going to be doing tarot questions as well. So that's what this is. So it's just me chatting and talking, and we're talking about breaking news. I don't know what that is. That's a troll for sure. So we're going to be talking about breaking news. Thanks, Milou. We're going to be talking about breaking news and things that you're going to be working on. So I'm going to be clarifying with some other decks. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this communication. Let's see how your communication is going to be improving. Again, for my old regular subscribers, y'all know I have it rigged. All right. So let's see if it holds up. Where do you guys even come from? If you have a serious question, I have serious answers. All right. Happy morning to whomever. You can ask a question. So clarify. Oh, this is fantastic. You're going to be setting more boundaries with your communication here with the Queen of Swords. You're going to be setting a lot more boundaries. You're going to be really careful with your words. This energy here is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And it's going to be a place where you are able to set absolutely really big boundaries, and you're going to be guided to make sure that you are removing yourself from gossip. This is high vibrational air sign energy. When we're dealing with the lower vibration of air sign energy, what we're dealing with is gossip and things that I don't know what's happening, but I imagine it's going to be a lot, okay, tonight. So If any subscribers that are from my channel that are real subscribers come in, I'm going to need all your prayers and love and energy tonight. All right, so with the Queen of Swords here, you're going to be really focusing on getting clear with your boundaries regarding communication. You're also going to be fine tuning it, and you're going to be operating out of the higher vibration regarding your communication and getting your point across. It means that some people may perceive you as being sharp or short. Some people may feel as though you are not being fair. Some people may try to re-breach boundaries that you set. Okay? So, all right. Let's see if there's any serious questions. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. Hold on, guys. I think I just figured out. Queen of Swords, yes. Okay. Queen of Swords, yes. All right. So we've removed those people from the channel, and we've blocked, which is exactly what it means to have fantastic boundaries. I will absolutely make you a moderator, Go Lightning. Let me do it real quick. 1 second. A moment. It's hard to do it from. Come on. Hold on 1 second, Go Lightning. I am going to make you. Who is this? Charlie Bug. You can ask for some advice. Please. Oh, please ask away. Okay. Let me make you a moderator. That is moderator. All right. I made you a standard moderator. Okay, so let's see. Do you see that? Go Lightning? Do you see that you're a standard moderator now? I added you as a standard moderator. And I have one more. I'm going to do 2 mods and that's it. Thank you for asking, Dalcourt. Yes, absolutely. I am making you a moderator. Making you a standard moderator as well. All right, so Dalcourt and Go Lightning, you two are standard moderators. And that's it. Okay. All right, so Charlie Bug has a question. Thank you, Dalcourt, and both of you. Yeah, the soda additives are terrible. The high fructose corn syrup. Thank you, Dalcourt. I've put the tools in your hand, and I'm trusting you to handle this appropriately and keep this chat as clean as possible and as troll-free as possible. I really appreciate it. All right, how can I ask out my girl BFF that I have a huge crush on? By the way, welcome to the channel. Charlie, are you a man or a woman? Or how do you identify so that I can reference you properly? Are you they, them? Are you he, him? Are you she, her? What are your pronouns? Let's answer that first, and then I'm going to continue with the reading that I've established, and then I'll go back Yes, Miss Laura. I'm going to make you, Miss Laura, do you want to be a moderator? Let me know because I figured out how to do it. So I know you. You're a subscriber for the channel. You're a woman. Excellent. I am also bisexual, Charlie. So I totally get that question and we're going to answer it. But let me finish the reading that I started and then uh, we will get started. Okay. All right. Miss Laura, let me know if you want to be a moderator. All right. Four of Swords. Why aren't you not resting? You, instead of being in anxiety, I hope you guys can see this with the Nine of Swords, you need to be actually taking a time out to add longevity to your life. A lot of air energy here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Clarifying the Hierophant here is about being single. Okay, think about it, Miss Laura, no worries. No pressure. I have two already for tonight. Just think about it in the future. All right, so I have the Nine of Pentacles here, and it's not something you would have to do all the time. You're not obligated to be here whenever I'm on live. The way that it works apparently is whoever pops up that I feel like it works for. So no pressure on that. With the Nine of Pentacles here and the Hierophant, that's a really, those are two opposite messages because one is about single, one is about contractual obligations. The message here with the Six of Swords is to not be afraid to leave a situation that doesn't feel right for you, even if you're in a contract. Thank you for subscribing. And I'm going to get to your question right after that. So I had started a reading and I just wanted to finish it. We had to do a little bit of housekeeping first, but I appreciate everyone that's still here. And thank you to the moderators that volunteered. Here's the deal with this. We are talking about you not being afraid to walk away from a contract that doesn't suit you, especially with the Hierophant to the Nine of Pentacles to the Six of Swords. The story here is you are a woman or a man of your words, and your words are actually getting more concentrated, and you are actually getting very clear about what it is that you want to say. You are connecting, and it means that you have no problem pushing people away. Your words are your wand. Your words are incredibly powerful. Your words will get you into and out of rooms and into and out of sticky situations. So you have to decide what is a sticky situation for you. You have to decide how you feel, and you do not allow someone to push you back from your boundary space. Meaning, if you have figured out that this is the ground that I'm going to cover and that nothing is going past here, and that I feel very powerfully connected to my intuition and what it is that I'm saying I want or that I don't want, you are to not go backwards and allow someone to push you back from the place where you've established very powerful boundaries. All right, let's answer the question for Charlie. Charlie's question was, she has a girlfriend that she likes and she wants to tell her that she likes her. I imagine, Charlie, let's go back to your question. My card is the Death card. Okay, Moko. So transformation and scorpionic energy. I'm trying to find your question, Charlie. We had so much going on so quickly. Let me see if I can. If I can't find it, I'm going to have you ask it again, okay? How can I ask out my girl BFF that I have a huge crush on? All right. What's the advice for her to ask out her girl BFF that she has a huge crush on? We're going to do some Goddess Oracle decks because I feel like that's really good for the feminine energy. Charlie, what sign are you and what sign is she? If you can answer that for me. Desire. Oh, you do have a huge crush. Charlie, we're about to get into your business, so heads up, 7-up, okay, sweetie? You do have a huge crush. Desire. You're very sexually attracted to her as well, too. Surrender. Come on. Come on, you want her to surrender? I understand. I understand what that's like. You want her to surrender for real. There's some imagery here that I really shouldn't be showing on YouTube. I didn't realize that was in the cards. Let's clarify. How should she tell her that she has a huge crush on her? Clarify desire. 3 of Cups. we're going to talk about this. The Justice card, which is about partnership and Libra energy, and then surrender. You have so much anxiety about communicating to her how deeply you feel about her, which is so cute. Clarify how her friend feels about her, too. She knows. She knows you're trying to be her boo. And what I'm going to tell you from a little bit of my own personal experiences, but also just being out here. You've rizzed her up, sis. You've already been rizzing her, meaning you've been treating her like your lady, like your big, like your sweetie, like a girlfriend. You've already been kind of putting some extra dip on your chip regarding her. This is romantic energy. One of the things that's happened too is you've held her energetically. I don't mean physically, but maybe that too, through a separation. The song that I'm channeling for you, Charlie, is Mario. You should let me love you. You feel that way about her, is what they said. You feel like she should let you love her because you've been watching her be in really toxic relationships and you're essentially tired of it. Excuse me. You are so tired of it. And you feel like she doesn't know her worth. And you feel like, excuse me, that all you want to do is protect her and make sure that she stops going through these really toxic cycles. I'm also channeling Doja Cat and Sweetie, and I'm hearing best friend, you my ever effing soulmate, okay? So that's also something that I'm channeling for you too. You want her to realize that you guys are already soulmates. So the question is, how do you tell her? Because I wanted to take a quick look, just like a doctor would, at what was going on behind the scenes to see if this is a good situation, or if it's going to be treacherous for you or set you up for heartbreak. Because when you cross over that line, the thing that you have to consider is what's going to happen after the friendship. I have shot shots before at platonic friends, and if they weren't interested and it stayed platonic, then that has happened. And if they weren't interested and it didn't stay platonic, then that happened too. But you have to count the cost of how that's going to affect you, how the fallout of that is going to affect you. Sometimes I've dealt with really mature people and it's gone very well no matter what the outcome or the yes or no was. And sometimes you have to know, are you ready to risk it all? Because if it goes left, then you can't regrow the friendship if you cross over it. And it's such a tricky thing when you're bisexual. And I want to make sure that you're not dealing with someone who is allowing you to pour energy into them if they're a straight girl. Okay, so that's another thing as well, because straight girls will suck up and siphon your energy like the worst energy vampires because their boyfriends aren't raising them up the way a woman is. Excuse me, we're going to go into the LGBTQIA hour real quick. We love differently, so they're not like us. That part, you know exactly what I'm saying, Charlie. And so the way that you love her and the way that you've probably been loving her already, from what I can see here with the Knight of Cups, is in a way that she has not experienced in her male counterparts or relationships. So you already have a heads up. Let's talk about specifically how you communicate it, though. Ooh, you want her real bad. One of the things that they're actually saying here is that you are not. Ooh, clarify that devil. Ooh. Oh my God, you're like in love with her. Oh, girl, you got it back. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. You really love her, sis. Oh my goodness. I just heard sexy red. I ain't lying. Yeah, she's here with fulfillment. And you have golden retriever energy for her. Look at that. Look at you. You just love her. Oh. The reason that I pulled out this deck is because this is an inclusive deck. And the lovers here is you too. The lovers is a lesbian couple that's staring at each other forlornly. There's actually a lot of lesbian couples in this deck. And I feel like this is you too. I'm still going to answer your question, but I'm just kind of feeling out your energy with this because I wanted to see what was going on. My angels are nosy, and I am too. Yeah, this is the lovers here. You see? The lovers is a lesbian couple here. And it says, will you or won't you? The choice is yours. Whew, this one's tough because the attraction is really strong. Angels, help me lead her and don't steer me wrong. Clarify how she should communicate with her. Oh, well, my deck was upside down, but it's not really upside down. Uh, what I'm seeing here is I got the Seven of Cups, but it's upside down. I'm hearing Grease. You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You literally are so into her. So into her. And there's no one else for you. You don't want another choice. The Four of Cups, no one else. I'm channeling Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compares to you. Come on, girl. You got it real bad. This is someone that you want to be wifey. I'm sorry. I told you if you ask me this question, we're going to be in your business. This is someone that you could see yourself marrying with the Hierophant here. How does she feel about you? I'm going to tell you the truth, too. Six of Swords. You've helped her move out of tumultuous times. How does she feel about Charlie, though? You could be a potential new beginning. That's the world. A karmic new beginning or an end. And then the Seven of Wands upside down. This is fantastic. With the devil at the bottom of the deck. She's open for it. Damn. Scorpionic energy, death, transformation, and rebirth. You have a portal that you can go through. You see the face here on the Scorpionic card? That's a portal. You have a portal that you can go through here with her. You actually are supposed to. Wow. I think I was going to get all that. Ask her. How does she? Tell her, though. Confidently. Confidently. There is some riz that's going to be necessary here. Clarify the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is very successful. High Priestess. You guys share a spiritual connection as well, too, or telepathic connection and energy. How does she tell her? You have to just be direct. Here's the Eight of Wands, and this is a card of communication specifically. So you have to be direct. And it's interesting because as I was doing the general reading, as we were warming up for the live, one of the cards that came out was the Queen of Swords, which is air sign energy. So you specifically are being challenged to be very direct. I mean, give me one more, so that I understand. Baby steps is what I hear, but direct baby steps. You're supposed to approach her very directly and make her an offer. The Page of Pentacles is an offer. And Three of Swords here. I don't like that. Let's clarify. One more, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Ooh, welcome to heartbreak. I don't know if this is about you, or are you healing from this, or is she healing from this? Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords. Oh, you've been watching her heal from some toxicity. That's it. It's so simple. It's so clear. From someone that she thought was a King of Cups, that was really a King of Swords in the rear. So what they're saying here is be careful, because while I see is this is a go and you need to tell her so, I literally see you pulling her in for a kiss or attempting to kiss her. This is on one of the nights that you guys are spending together. You feel it. One of the things that they're talking about is how the impetus to like kiss her and to touch her is just bubbling up in you. You know what it is when you have a crush on a girl. You know. So the impetus to just kiss her and touch her is bubbling up, and you almost can't even withhold yourself. You're so attracted to her. And they said that it would be reciprocated, okay? So girl, girl, you have to be confident about that though too. You know, it's a really interesting thing. I totally get it. You don't want to just do that, because I'm all about consent, me personally, especially in the LGBTQIA arena, because it's what straight people will never understand is like there's always this risk when you're shooting a shot, because if the person is just genuinely, you know, straight, then you don't know how that's going to play out, and you don't want to be seen as weird. And you know, there's so many stigmas with the community that we have, you know, worked so hard to erase. So I do think that it's going to be important that you are direct with her. That is the advice that I would give to myself, to a client. You do need to be direct. You know, while I see you wanting to pull her in for the kiss, I see the desire that's building there. I see how much you actually are genuinely attracted to her. There does need to be consensual communication, okay, where you are gentle. Even if you see this, a hand on a shoulder, you start to make advances that are going to be welcome and or not creepy, okay? That's the big point here that I want to make. And I think that's something that you might be worried about. That's why I'm channeling it as well, because when I hear not creepy, I hear that you don't want things to go not well, and you don't want her to see you differently. What I will tell you is, have you ever seen The Bluest Flame lesbian movie? That one, sis. I hope that's not your story, because that's about a love that happens, that passes. And I think what she's healing from is a love that has been toxic. You've helped her to heal. I don't want you to be a rebound. So that's my only cautionary information here for you, is make sure that she is ready for what you might have to offer. And I want you to qualify. Do you want to teach her? One of my personal requirements in my life is that someone understands their own sexuality, because one of the things that happens, I don't know how old you are, I hope pray you're over 18, because my channel is not for kids, but one of the things that happens is that you if you've been in the lifestyle, you know what that is. Do you want to teach, turn, do all the things with someone who really isn't sure, and might see you as an experiment? She loves you if she's your best friend. You guys share a love, so that's really healthy and that's really positive. But you need to be very sure that you are not a novelty or a fetish and an experience. Because I'm channeling Katy Perry. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Taste of her cherry chapstick. Yeah, that's a nice experience. But does that kissing a girl does not a bisexual or lesbian woman make? So you need to understand if she has her own attraction in any regard. Some people can make exceptions if there is a connection, but what I find, because I counsel the other side of this in connections after a shot is made with someone that you might have thought might have been impossible, or it might be like, could I really have this person? Is this person for me? They're content to bubble up a lot of insecurity afterwards about quote unquote keeping or maintaining that person's interest. And that's what I want you to avoid at all costs. If this is a grown-up who has maturity, that means that you guys can have the conversation and you can talk openly, which I would highly recommend. Again, with that Eight of Wands here, you will be able to discern if she is grown up enough for this. Because sometimes you can assess somebody, and with that Desire and the Devil card there, you like her a lot. Pardon me, let me take a sip here. You like her a lot. And the problem with that is when we are attracted to people, we will override common sense. I always say that attraction is the great eraser. And so, if you have incredible discernment, if you are intuitive, if you're an empath, if you're psychic, whatever the case may be, when you like someone, your capacity to rationalize diminishes. It's just human nature. There's real biological things happening in attraction. But beyond that, the thing that's taking over, especially if you're a spiritual person, if you're here, I imagine that you have some level of spirituality to you, it can really take you off track. So, they say that it's all systems go, but they say you need to do it properly and then discern if she is mature enough to handle what it is. Because you see happily ever after with her. If she's on rebound stuff, would she sleep with you? Absolutely. Will the sex be hot? They said it will be. But what you love about her is her nurturing energy, the Queen of Cups. I don't even want to be raunchy because I really feel like you love her, but you have been stuck here with the Hangman in making the decision. You have anxiety about it. What's the anxiety about? What you've been observing with her. And I want you to pay attention to that. Also, there's something here about reciprocity. Because, see, this is not just you shooting your shot at Bestie. This is, if you shoot the shot at Bestie, what changes in the dynamic of the relationship? Will you still get your emotional needs met? How she showed up for you as Bestie? Will she withdraw or retract because now she's feeling, intimidated and or scared and or she's unsure? People can be awkward, okay? Another movie that I'm channeling, and this is why I don't want this to go this way for you, was something about a wolf, but it's about lesbians, and when they make love, one of the lesbians is a werewolf. I don't know. It's a weird movie I saw on a plane somewhere in the last year. The point of this is, while they had an incredible chemistry and synergy and connection, one girl was very straight. She was attracted to the other girl, and they did sleep together, and they did like each other, but she was more caught up in being in her world. There's a reason, the way that I work, my angels channel things for a reason. So there are themes of this that may be very pertinent to you. And so they couldn't really be together in as much as she was a better lover than the guy she was seeing. She was a better partner. They had a deeper connection. They were viscerally attracted to each other, but the person that she was dealing with was not mature enough to handle it. So I highly advise a conversation. A conversation doesn't mean that someone won't gaslight you or not treat you right. It just ensures that you are clear, and your angels will protect you in a way when you are fair and integral in your approach. So that's what I would highly recommend. I feel like it's going to go well, but you need to really check and see where her head is. The Page of Swords, because they said there's something that you've seen, and you have to make sure she's ready for a new beginning. Because with the Fool card coming out, and it came out upside down, it means that, and right behind it is the Four of Wands. She does want to have fun with you, but is she willing to go all the way? And the thing about this is, especially with the yellow here, it's upside down. So this is not a new beginning. It means that you guys could have a false start, or you could have fun. But if the communication is not done properly, it will be something that fizzles out quickly because of past triggering. And here's the thing. You might have done this before too. That's the last thing I'm going to say. I told you I was going to get in your business. Don't ask me a question if you don't want me to be a detective. So here's the thing with the Nine of Wands. You have PTSD about having a situation like this before. This is not the first girl that you have liked that has been. I mean, because, we're human. And that's the thing about our experiences in the community. is that falling in love and dating is so different for us, and for a lot of us very stunted. I don't know how old you are, but again, praying over 18, and if you're not, please click off now. But one of the things that happens is dating is not, I mean, I guess now if you're like a 17, 18, 19-year old and you're in high school going into college, now people are out and open. But if you're of a certain age, then this was not natural or accepted. And so having crushes on people was this like thing that had to be suppressed, right? And that means that there was some triggering PTSD because there could have been rejection. There could have been people making fun of you. There could have been people that really liked you and were interested in you, but were not comfortable with their sexuality. So thank you so much. Please send anybody else, LGBTQIA, over here. She has a secret, the moon card. Let's find out what the secret is. This is the last card I'm going to pull on this. I'm going to see if anybody else has said anything. Ten of Swords. Clarify that Ten of Swords. What's her secret? That's betrayal. King of Pentacles. Who is her ex? And that's the last thing I'm going to say. Whoever she was dealing with, she still is stuck in her head about. She's ready to move away, but I just don't want you to be a rebound. All right. I hope that was helpful for you. That's what I have. Let's see what we have in so far as questions. Oh my goodness, so much. All right. Sun and Moon is in Capricorn. Let's see. Okay, your Sun and Moon is in Capricorn. What does it mean? Your card is a Death card. You pulled the Death card for yourself. Your Sun and Moon is in Capricorn. Sun and Moon. Wow. Well, the Moon is about the way you feel. So for anybody here that's not familiar with that, the Moon is about the way you feel. So your emotions are about stability, and you have a bent and a leaning towards confirmation. Something about Egyptian gods just popped in from one of my favorite readers. So you have a bent towards traditional things. It also means that in relationships, you might find them hard to leave. When a Capricorn or any earth sign gets in a relationship, they can very well overstay their welcome. That's one of the cautionary tales for you. And with a Capricorn sun, you definitely care about your career or what you do and how you are perceived as well too by your, I would say, peers. Okay, so whatever kind of work, colleagues or peers or whatever work you do, that matters for you. But overall paramount are the experiences that you've had with your family. Okay, when I think of Capricorn, I think of root chakra, and that root chakra is all about our familial origins, the things that our tribe taught us as we began our life. And so you have a lot of energy and ideas around what family should be, and you will be very satisfied with longevity in family. It's something you strive for. I would imagine with a sun and a moon in Capricorn, the trivial Tinder-esque Bumble dating, swipe right, grinder for the LGBTQIA, all of that stuff does not sit well with you. Even if it's something you've done for survival, it's not something you're comfortable with. You are old school. So that's what that means. Thank you for your question. Let's see here. I'm gonna hold the tripod because every time I move, it knocks it over, but I'm gonna move. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Okay. I don't know what she is. Okay. You're a Leo. Oh my God, Leo, I'm a Leo too, girl. Girl. We Leos, listen, what do they say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot. I am a shot shooter. I don't let the size fool you, right? I'm a shot shooter. If I like someone, I'm going to shoot a shot, right? And I have no problem with that. I also can deal with rejection. That's fine too, because people are not always rejecting you. That part, all right? So with that Leo energy, that's the thing. We have a tendency to be cheerleaders for these bitches. That's what I gotta tell you. So I just don't want you to get in the rut with that. You do know what sign she is. What's her birthday? Just tell me when her birthday is. If she's your bestie, you know when her birthday is. I'll tell you what sign she is. Okay? And so as you are a Leo, your best course of action is direct approach. Okay? So that's what you need to know. You have to be direct. The magic of Leo energy is our confidence. With a Leo energy, we rule the fifth house of romance. That's why they showed me the cards with the flowers. And I said, you've been risen her up. That makes so much sense. I told you my angels are nosy. So you rule romance, creativity, the picnic in the park, a sweet gesture, the cheerleading energy, and all of that. Okay? So, are you guys both femmes? Masculine, dom? What are your dynamics? And I can help you a little bit more with the approach if you'd like. All right, so let's see here. I don't know what she is. Yes, I do. Oop. Yes, I do. Okay, John Smith says we don't care. Okay. John Smith. Hey, moderators. Can you, what do y'all get John Smith out of here? Okay. She's pansexual. Fantastic. Girl, she DTF for sure. Now, but I think you want more than the F, okay? I think you want a connection. I see you. I know our sappy Leo asses. We're never just looking for a hookup. It doesn't mean we don't have them. It means we're always looking for love. But what I just channeled was looking for love in all the wrong places, okay? So we can definitely, out of our passion and out of our libido, we are very renowned for our strong libido. You know what it is, Leo. I just want you to be careful because with all that devil energy and stuff, you just really think she's hot. And that's okay to think someone's hot, but you will overlook a lot of stuff and a lot of red flags. So I hope you vetted her properly. Maybe I'll see more energy and messages from you here. She's Pan. How do I balance home and family? Hi, Lamir, are you a subscriber here? How do I balance home and family? Get more specific, Lemire. What specifically do you want to know to balance? Yes, her family is not the best. Whoa, you scared me. Brandon says I scared him. Who are you, Brandon? Why did I scare you, sir? Can I give her a note saying how much I love her? Okay, Charlie. I gotta ask you, how old are you? Okay, because remember I said if you are not 18, you can't be here. If you're in high school and you like some girl and you want to pass her a note, that is appropriate, but I wouldn't do it because if she's not, I don't care how pansexual she is, I just don't want that used against you. Okay, so real talk. let me help you, sis, before you jump off the cliff. You're so welcome. Laura says, speaking of surrender, I wonder if I should get my itch scratched sooner than my timeline. The flirtatious moment I had recently had me think, excuse me, Miss Laura, are you drinking on this evening, ma'am? Miss Laura, let me answer that question. Miss Laura is a loyal subscriber and a friend. So let's see here. Client and a friend. All right. Communication, Page of Wands. It's something you've been thinking about and something you've been thinking about texting, but it makes you crazy to think about it. You are stuck, Miss Laura, I will say. 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and the Hangman. You're not sure about this decision at all. Let's get one more for a yes, no from Miss Laura. Scorpionic energy, death, transformation, and rebirth. What comes out on the other side of her? Wish fulfillment and the Page of Wands. It is something that you will definitely consider getting your itch scratched. What your angels are guiding you to do with the Star card here. This is about healing, so you're still in the process of it. Also, all this purple here has to do specifically with your crown chakra and the downloads you get. They said be asked to be guided to the right person that can scratch an itch, because I promise you they will dispatch in someone that can do that. You know how I feel about us empaths giving away our energy, but what if you can manifest in, and you absolutely can, someone who is in alignment with you or has a kindness to them. Everything doesn't have to be the next relationship of your life or your next marriage. Clearly that's not the stage you're at. It can definitely be an itch that is scratched. We're grown, and I respect our autonomy as grown-ass women. You grown, we grown at our big ages, right? You are absolutely allowed to enjoy and own your sexual autonomy. But for you specifically, you would have to practice what we talked about at the beginning of this live, which is the Queen of Swords energy, which is very much your sign, and that is clear communication about your boundaries and expectations. Because at this time in your life, Miss Laura, you are the player from the Himalaya energetically. You will be curbing dudes that are coming near you, and even if you want to get your itch scratched, as we say, you still are going to be dictating how that goes in every way. I'm channeling again that movie with Tom Hanks, and I'm hearing I'm the captain now. You are the captain now. So if someone needs to come in, you let them come in, you let them come out. But the thing that is going to be imperative in order to pull in that situation for you is to communicate about exactly what it is that you will and won't do. So Your angels want you to get very clear, get out of this place with the hangman here and out of limbo. Because, and also, if you have runes at your service, I did not bring my runes with me this time. The deck actually got all what one of my decks, one of my favorite decks, which I thought was so interesting. But there are some runes here, okay, and that are down here. There's one. The Chariot's here. You are ready to move forward, but when you're ready, I would highly recommend that even if you don't have runes in your house, that you Google runes and literally just run your hand down the list and see what you're drawn to, because there's a message, a runic message specifically for you, Miss Laura, regarding how you should manage your communication and your strategy in this next season of maybe getting an itch scratch before you're ready for a relationship. That may be all that you're ready for. One of the things that I will kind of explain here to anybody that's new and wondering what we're talking about, when you go through transitions and you get in and out of relationships, you may want human companionship, but you may not want to give as much as you are still healing to a relationship fully. And you're allowed to do that. We do not have to live in continual serial monogamy. If that's not for you, you get to make your own rules and you get to choose and you get to decide what works for you. So that's my advice for you, Miss Laura. Get really clear with the star, because you're manifesting with that star, especially the star that's in the light year spiral, which I know you have. With that star, excuse me, guys, hold on. Get my inhaler. With that star, what you are going to be doing is pulling in what you want for you. So you can have anything. I'm hearing TI, you could have whatever you like. So you are really in a heightened stage of manifestation right now to quite literally have whatever you would like regarding relationship. 6 months is a time frame. You could be talking to someone. I'm not saying it's going to take you 6 months until you are ready to kind of launch into that, but I'm saying that within 6 months, you will have a clear definition in your mind about how to get your itch scratched, and if you want to scratch, and who is worthy of that, because there's still a vetting process regarding the scratching. Even scratching, even if it's not a relationship, requires vetting, because again, at our big age and at our grown age, we're not just letting anyone in. So it has to still be a quality person, even if it's going to be something that's more casual, that you are the captain of, okay? Excuse me. She doesn't have one, but thank you. Hey, Rain. So glad you caught me, sweet girl. Free question, ask anything. Happy to answer, especially for my loyal subscribers, Rain. All right. You're so welcome, Charlie. You are so welcome. Listen, from one bisexual girl to another girl, I totally understand the struggle of that. I'm happy to help you. Happy. All right, Lemire, you're a subscriber. You can ask whatever question you would like. Oh, you're 18. Fantastic, Charlie. Then you're allowed to be here and I can talk to you. Fantastic. Lemire, don't pass her a note though. You're 18. Don't pass her a note. Don't pass her a note. We're going to be grown and sexy. If you're a Leo, I want you to step into that big girl Leo energy. You are going to have to use your throat chakra, and you need to use your Riz and that solar plexus that we are so much in abundance of. And you need to just say to someone like I'm attracted to you in whatever way you want to say that. If that sounds too, my generation, then don't do that. But you need to communicate and figure out a way to say to her, you've had a girlfriend before, you know how to do that. And if this, no matter what happens in the situation, it is practice. I just heard, I can tell, practice. I'm channeling a song about practice. Practice makes perfect, that part. But you are practicing how to date, okay? You date to find a mate. You are not mated with every date, but you do need to hone, because they're showing me the honer as you sharpen your knife. You need to hone your skills here, and you need to be comfortable standing in that truth. Because here's the thing, in a world full of slippery things where we don't know what is, and I'm old, so you're talking to someone that's old 80s baby. I'm telling you, as much as things are slippery for your generation, especially, people appreciate honesty. People also play a lot of games. You have to know your bestie. If she's really your bestie, you know her temperament. I don't know how long y'all have known each other, but you know her temperament. So I don't want you to play yourself. That's what I'm saying. But I don't want you to count it as, because they said it's going to be a success for you either way. 6 of Wands. That was the predicted future. I don't want you to count this as a loss, because even if it's a full, she's like, nope, I don't want to, which I just know that's not going to happen for you from what the cards say, what my energy says. And what your angels say, the thing about it is here with this is that they're saying you will still take away a little bit of lessons in Riz. So you need to figure out what your strategy is, okay? You said she's pan. I was asking for like, are you femme, whatever, whatever, because I can help you more to like, like climb into her energy a little bit. But the truth of the matter is she's open. I see that. I think what this is an exercise in clear communication. Okay? And ask yourself why you like her. If I ask you right now, why do you like her besides she's sexy or besides you like her tatas or whatever visceral and primal thing, can you answer me? Because that's not something you need to offer up to her right in that moment. If you guys are best friends, there's a mutual respect and understanding of your attraction and respect and love for one another. But I want you to know your reason, and I need it to be bigger than your libido, that part, okay? All right. Lemire, you want to know what to do with your son? What's your son's name, Lemire? And I need a little bit more context in your question. Laura, no drinking tonight. Good. Hey, Felicia, I'm answering questions for all subscribers. Hi, sweet girl. Any subscriber finally caught a live? Yes, Rain, please ask a question. Felicia, I have a question. What is causing misfortunes in life? I've had a lot of back-to-back setbacks. All right. Misfortunes in life. It's time to let's see who asked that question. Felicia, it's time to change your internal dialogue here. I have the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Feathers in the Biblical Tarot. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Binaural beats, affirmations that are playing while you sleep, subliminals that are playing while you sleep. You have a negative mindset because of past abuses. They said you have PTSD or CPTSD. One of the things, I'm just going to be so honest here with you, that I'm channeling is childhood abuse very specifically that has affected the way I'm hearing your autonomic nervous system. Listen, I'm hearing words, but I can't really tell you what it is. I'm just channeling right now. They said that you have PTSD, and this shows up in how you operate in relationships. And it means that what you perceive relationships often to be is the Five of Swords. The reason I'm saying that is because while this is the Eight of Feathers or Swords in a regular tarot, I'm looking at these 5 birds, and birds in tarot are air energy, and that has to do with swords. So that's the Five of Swords. Communication has been used against you in the past to control you. And so the reason that's why they're prescribing communication to heal you. And so you said you said, what did you say? All right, let's see if there's anything spiritual. They told me to tell you that because that's something you needed to know, Felicia. But is there a spiritual reason? Is she under any kind of spiritual attack? Show me what's going on with Felicia. I'm telling you, man, this is all about your mind frame. 9 of Swords. I can't make it up. You are prone to depression. This is something that you struggle with. So with the 9 of Swords, let's see why, though. 10 Commandments. Here, Judgment energy. Clarify the 9 of Swords. What's going on with Felicia? Why is she having this back-to-back Chariot? Okay, here's the overarching message, and this is a spiritual message. You have to leave things. You're being pushed out of the nest. Okay. So the reason that things have been happening back to back like this, and the reason that it has felt really uncomfortable is because you're being pushed out of the nest. I just am channeling in here the 2 of Cups, 2 of Chalices. You're supposed to face down a Goliath. I'm telling you, you've been bullied. You've been emotionally and verbally bullied. And that's the thing that you are dealing with, some depression here with the Moon as well, and the 2 of Cups. The reason that you have had like a spate of bad luck, also we'd have to look at your astrological chart as well. There are so many factors for why this could be happening, but what I'm channeling authentically for you is that it's because your angels want you to move. And so you think it's bad luck, and they're saying we are creating divinely guided endings for you. There is a rethought, I'm hearing reclaiming my time. I'm hearing Maxine Waters. I'm reclaiming my time. You need to reclaim your mind, is what I'm hearing. So your prescription, if you will, quote unquote, is to start doing those affirmations. Find subliminals that aren't toxic, man. Not every subliminal is made the same. So you figure out, why are all the messages deleted? Who's deleting these messages? Who's deleting the messages? Hi, Messenius. I'm so. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Please ask a free question. I don't know why my messages are getting deleted. I don't know if a moderator has gone rogue. Does everybody always go rogue? I'm exhausted with people sometimes. Moderators, I hope you guys. Why are you deleting messages? Jeez. All right. Oh my goodness. I have to go in and unmoderate them. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Why did you, Dalport, why are you deleting all the messages? Oh my gosh. Have I let a troll be a moderator? Well, fortunately, I can see them all, so let's just see what's going on. I'm going to go in and find Dalcourt and take Dalcourt off a moderator. Laura says, I might have to wait until my timeline. Hermit mode, here I come. Thank you. Okay, perfect. What's causing me not to feel like doing anything? Is there a spiritual reason, or is it something else? That is Kick Does Games. Also, Messenius, please ask a question. I would love to do that. Sire like fire. Lemire says he's a teenager. We're having difficulty. Excellent. All right. They private chatted you and said bad stuff about me? Miss Laura did not say anything bad about me. These are my real subscribers, Dalcourt. Thank you for answering, though. I appreciate your transparency, but all these people that you deleted are people, a few of them are people that are like regular subscribers that would literally never say anything bad about me. They did? Can you send that to me? What did they say? Or tell me what was said, for example? Can you quote that? All right. Jesus Christ. What's causing my misfortunes in life? Felicia. Okay, so I answered Felicia. Jesus. What's causing me not to feel like doing anything? Kick Does Games. Kick does games. You're feeling very antisocial right now. You're going through an antisocial time. So that's one of the things that's happening with you with the Three of Cups here. You feel like you want to retreat, and you also don't want to be part of anybody's drama. Clarify, why does Kick Does Games not want to do anything? You really are in kind of a timeout right now. So I don't want you to judge that. Sometimes we get put into timeout, and it's spiritual. This Four of Swords is a spiritual timeout, okay? So it's not bad. It's really divinely guided. Four of Swords and the Six of Swords. Together that adds up to the Ten of Swords, and that's dealing with any feelings of betrayal or being taken advantage of. It adds up to that, and it's usually not good. But in this case, because it's two cards that are good, it kind of cancels it out. We're going to do a little bit of algebraic equations with the metaphysics. You're really being put on a timeout in order to heal from past situations. Your angels are channeling. Okay, your angels are channeling. Your angels are channeling King of Pentacles here. You are bringing stability into your life. And so when you're doing that, you're actually supposed to be hidden. I'm channeling Kendrick. Sometimes you got to pop out and show folks. It's not time for you to pop out and show folks. And so if you're feeling lackadaisical, if you're feeling lazy, if you're feeling like you just don't want to be engaged with the world, that is actually a divinely guided thing for you right now, especially with all the swords there. It's because the world has been really heavy for you, and it has put you in despair. So that is what that lackadaisical energy is. Time frame on you evolving past this is within the next 3 months. You should start to feel a little bit less lethargic. You'll notice that happening. I don't think it's going to take exactly 3 months before it happens. I feel like it's going to be something that comes upon you gradually. They're also telling me vitamin D outside and grounding specifically. Your levels are off. I'm not anybody's doctor. I have to disclaim that. I cannot give you any real advice. But I'm hearing that there are some metaphysical and holistic ways that you can start to begin to treat what I feel like is a general malaise. Maybe a mild depression as well with the moon card that came out. But what they're saying is that it's very guided. Sometimes, it's like when they put you in induce a coma so that you can heal. So you're in a spiritually induced essential coma. And there could be some real depression there too, because I really feel like I'm channeling that. That's why I think I'm hearing vitamin D, which is of course is an over the counter supplement that you can take. But I feel like you need sunshine, because I'm hearing sunshine and rain. So joy and pain. You have been dealing with a dichotomy of life, is what I'm hearing, and it's taken a lot out of you. It's taken the wind out of your sails. Okay, and so you need to literally get outside, but also stay away from people for a little while, because it's the people that drained you. You're an empath, and I think that there may be a lesson that you're learning here too about boundaries and about how to let people do people deserve to be close to you. Within 2 to 3 months you'll be out of this stuff. Okay, so don't worry too much. All right. Dalcourt, we're okay. Okay, hold on one second. Look at that. That's hilarious. Okay. All right, so if we don't have any more questions, that was wild. What a wild, wild ride. You live and you learn. I only can have people that are subscribed to my channel be moderators. So, Rain, Felicia, there are a few more of you guys that I saw here. If you pop into a live, I would like for you to consider if you would like to be a moderator for that time. It doesn't mean you have to be here every time I go live. It means that if you happen to catch a live, I will make you a moderator, because it has to be people I trust. If I let just anybody that pops in, even though they're capable of it, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Dalcourt lasted essentially 25 minutes. Okay, so that part. All right, let's continue with just a random read, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. We've been on here an hour. That's long enough. Okay, 5 more minutes, guys, unless I have any other questions that come in. Page of Pentacles. Someone owes you an apology too. Someone that didn't see you clearly. Someone that was treating you unfairly, like the King of Swords, when you were really a soulmate that was dispatched in. There was something here too. A lot of cards that I just pulled here. Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Six of Cups, and the King of Swords. With the bottom card of Judgment, which is surrender. You let go of a connection or relationship where someone was being emotionally abusive, specifically with the King of Swords, okay? And that was divinely guided for you to do. You were actually supposed to release that relationship. You were supposed to release that person. What we started out with was breaking news. So what we'll end with here in these last few minutes is breaking news. What other breaking news do they have here, guys? The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Beware of people that want your life and that work their way in. Dalcourt is a perfect example of that. People that want to be involved in something only to ruin it up. Okay? Let's clarify that. I feel like that's a good message. Only to ruin it up. Page of Swords. People that are stalking you. Wow. People that feel rejected by you. Three of Swords comes out here too. People that you will no longer talk to. The Eight of Wands in reverse. All right, guys, you have a real stalker. Some of you guys have real stalkers or people in your past that you have cut off that feel a way about that cutoff and they want back in, but it's with a malicious energy, especially with the Hand That Rocks the Cradle. There was another movie that I watched the other night. I was with my friends and she told me she watched this when she was 6, and I was like, girl, this is what's wrong with you. I love her so much. Serial Mom. She was like, she's my spirit animal. Well, Serial Mom is this Caucasian lady that was like, it was pre-Karen, before Karen was Karen. Kathleen Turner's in it, and the guy from Scream, which has a lot of like Easter eggs about Scream to come, which is really funny. The guy from Law and Order, or Frankie and Grace, one of the husbands. You know, if you know, then you know. He has the really great eyebrows. And Ricky Lake was in it too. It was just a blast from the past. It was like a whole 80s vibe. But the point is, or 90s, I don't remember what it was. Blockbusters were still part of life, and she was crazy. what I'm channeling is, but she was like thinking she was justifiably crazy, but she was just like a Karen that was rogue and just decided to kill everybody because funsies. You have someone in your life, even if it's not a white lady or a black man or a black, woman, you have someone in your life that has that energy, that wishes that they were back in your life because you cut them out. This is for whoever this resonates with. They wish they were back in your life because you cut them out, and it's making them a little crazy. The thing is, not everybody's always crazy. Like, that's the thing. Like, in tarot, it's like, oh, they're out to get me all the time. Yeah, and sometimes that's true. Five of Wands, but I can't make this shit up. Five of Wands, people are competing with you, or they wish they could compete with you, or they want to get in your energy and disrupt it. You handled it just a little too calm, cool, and collected. Now, what they don't know is it was a tower for you too. I literally just pulled out the tower, just flipped out here. It was a tower for you too, but you managed it like a champ, because that's what we do. Empath, we transmute energy, but someone wants back in that precious energy, and it's making them a little bit crazy. I can't make it up. You're on their mind. Your wind song stays on their mind. Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Leo energy, whether you're Leo or not, it's because you brought light, levity, and oxygen to them. And without it, they're in the dark, depressed. They're talking about some Gloria Esteban. They want to come out of the dark. They're depressed as fuck. They're lost. Someone may be also medicating with drinking or any kind of addiction. So any kind of self-medication with the drinking or addictions is a thing too. Okay? So let's see what else comes through. What else is the breaking news? So the breaking news is you have someone who wants back in your energy, who hates that you remove them unceremoniously, is what I heard. But it's because they're probably demonstrating all kinds of toxic energy and behavior to you anyway. So that part. Did I answer everybody's questions here? He's a teenager. We're having difficulties. Lemire, I didn't answer your question. Sorry. It's because Dalcourt deleted all the messages. All right. What's going on with your teenager? You can't sit with us. He may be going through some bullying of his own, is what I'm channeling here. But let's clarify that. Three of Cups. There's something about the people that he hangs with. I heard birds of a feather. Does he have a girlfriend too? I have the Ace of Cups here and the Devil. So a lot of testosterone. Yeah, a lot of it. He's feeling himself, mama. And he's giving you a run for your money. He really is. Clarify how this can get better. Three of Swords. It's not getting better right now. I'm just going to be so honest with you. With this Three of Swords and Ten of Cups, it's breaking your freaking heart, honestly. Because his words and his energy are really harsh. With the Empress here, this is your energy of wanting to mother him. And now you've found yourself in, oddly, a runner-chaser dynamic where it feels like he's pulling away from you with the Tower moment that's happening here, Knight of Swords, the Tower. And what I'm telling you is there's some kind of relationship or connection that he has in the background for him with the Two of Cups here. That's what's throwing him off balance. Let's clarify that connection and see if it's a toxic one or if it's just the growing pains of teenage love. Clarify the Two of Cups here. It changed him. It's fundamentally changing him here with the World and the Queen of Wands, someone he's very attracted to, okay? So that's the root of where your problems are stemming from, is that his personality and testosterone is definitely a bloodline. Excuse me, so he is just not listening to you. Or he's dismissing you, they said, and he just wants to have fun. He definitely has a relationship that he loves or friendships that he loves, and that's where he's prioritizing it. Something about your relationship, too. He has judgments about your relationship is what they said here with the Ten of Cups, okay? So I don't know if you have an unconventional relationship. This is a lesbian couple. I'm not saying you're that. I'm just telling you what he feels. He feels like you don't relationship well. King of Wands, so I know it's a man, okay? He feels like there's something about your relationship, and he felt slighted as a result of it. What's happening is he's kind of energetically spinning the block to have like this weird, like I'm hearing like a revenge energy or a revenge plot. Not anything that's like sinister, like not true crime. He just almost is like jabbing and poking at you because, yeah, out of immaturity, he's being rude. So I do want to acknowledge that Knight of Wands here. But it has a lot to do with the people that he's hanging out with, and it truly is a phase. What does she need to know? How will this pass for her? when he matures and grows up, and I actually feel like he'll give you an apology. There's also about masculine energy, something about masculine energy in his life or your life that he has feelings about too, that's causing a lot of discontent as well. All right. I think that's it. I think that's all the questions, guys. All right. So, breaking news. Let's finish up with the breaking news. I got off track with that. You can't sit with us. It keeps coming up to it. Old ladies have no regrets. Old ladies have no regrets. So let's talk about what that is. Old ladies have no regrets. Why do I need to know that? I got a goddess deck. Storms. So if you've been going through towers, okay, that's really powerful. If you've been going through towers, storms, and truth, you've been going through them because you are daring to be honest and tell the truth. Well, it's because with the red here, which represents root chakra, the truth stabilizes you. So you've become a disruptor. You are no longer living in shame. There's a very specific message here for whomever it will resonate with about familial secrets, very specifically, and you are no longer keeping them. And whatever they may be, and we can't talk about them here on YouTube because y'all, YouTube is YouTube, but you are the generational curse breaker in your family, and you are speaking up about injustices and atrocities that maybe you suffered. This will be for whoever it resonates with. This is not anybody that's been in the chat. I don't know everybody's story, but I'm telling you, they're saying in order for you to live a life and live it more fully, they want you to be safe enough to tell your story. And if that means maybe even confronting parents that were gaslighting you or family members that were telling you that your truth wasn't your truth, then that's exactly what they want you to do. That's a really powerful message. Let me get one more on the shame. Two of Swords. Until you see clearly to communicate what you need to, people cannot gaslight you anymore and tell you what your reality is. This is a very specific message for someone that's going to pop in here at the end of this live, and or someone who this has affected their life. People will try to gaslight you with that Two of Swords out of what you know to be your truth. One of the things about aging gracefully is that you live to not have regrets. We notice that people that are older are more comfortable saying I do or don't like this, or yes or no. They're very comfortable with their boundaries, and they're wanting you to fast forward that. You don't have to be in your 80s in order to harness that energy and use it to help you transmute lower vibrational toxic energy that's around you that would want you to stay in a place of gaslighting, duplicity, secrets, confusion, and subterfuge. And if you have family secrets, whatever they may be, you are called to speak the truth to set yourself free so that you can embody this old lady energy ahead of your time when your skin is still mighty fine. Okay, someone here may want to travel as well. My heart led me to the airport. We'll clarify that too. Breaking news, someone is going to be traveling. Will it be you? Clarify that. A new beginning, absolutely, with the Fool card here with that yellow solar plexus. This is all about your self-esteem. And then the Four of Wands, a new cycle, a new thing is beginning. In the background here we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is just my literal favorite card, and it's a harbinger. The Wheel of Fortune, this is not the Wheel of Fortune, this is Four of Wands, but this Wheel of Fortune that's there is very much about new cycles and positive things that are starting for you. 10 of Cups, a relationship that is new, specifically for my LGBTQIA. I'm always going to shout you out. This means love is coming your way too, very specifically for you, but also for my heterosexual folks here too. But it's a new beginning and a new cycle. This could be a new job opportunity for some of you guys as well, where you're very much in control and feeling very powerful and conscientious in your own boots. If you are seeking to manifest a guy that's coming in for you, that's very much a thing that could happen. This energy is Emperor energy associated with Aries, so this would be somebody that would be very direct, quick, powerful, strong. They would know what they want and they would be clear. It would not be the normal tropes of dating that we deal with year after year after year. What else is the breaking news? Let me make it clear for my collective. That's still here, the card that flipped out. From the outhouse to the penthouse. Hey, fish don't fry in the kitchen bed. Come on, beans don't burn on the grill. Hey, took a lot of trying just to get up that hill. Come on, y'all sing it. Now we up in the big leagues. Whoop, whoop, ain't no turning back. As long as we here, as you and me, baby, I ain't nothing wrong with that. We're moving on up. Hey, collective, who's moving on up? To the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We'd love to see it. Clarify from the outhouse to the penthouse. The Two of Wands. If it's time to get out of the connection, the marriage, the job, the relationship, you've been dreaming about it, stop dreaming about it and start doing it. That's how you're going to take action from the outhouse to the penthouse. It means you have to chase after your dream, not a person and not a place and not a thing, but your dream. And that means putting diligent energy and focus into that on a regular basis, and then surrendering to your metaphysical practices to help manifest it in. This is a state of surrender and meditation. The Queen of Cups, Scorpionic energy, and Cancerian energy, and Pisces energy. So this is about, I'm hearing, you may say, I'm a dreamer, channeling John Lennon. What are you wanting to dream about? Whatever you're dreaming about, you're going to be bringing about, and that's how you're going to get from the penthouse or the outhouse to the penthouse. Okay? Because I heard rags to riches, all my wishes just came true. There's a balanced energy that's washing over you. I'm hearing there's a kind of hush all over the world tonight for lovers in love. Okay, one more. What is the breaking news? To follow up with the theme, what is the breaking news for the collective? The card that flipped out is accidents happen, and so does shit. Let's clarify it. Were some of those connections an accident, a shady accident, a mess? Let's see what your angels want you to say. Yep, some of you guys found yourself with people that were not worthy of you, that were not worthy to even house or hold your energy. My loves, my sisters, come on, let's talk. Can we talk for a minute? Man, you were such a, I'm hearing a dream, a simple fantasy that I wish was reality. Someone manifested you by accident, or they manifested you on purpose, but you weren't really supposed to be in their timeline or the reality. And I know that because they were operating as this really crazy Five of Swords inverted energy. This is not just winning at all costs. This is someone who's like mentally ill to a certain degree about like their idea of having you and then treating you badly too. Like, what? How are they manifesting a Queen of Wands with your sexy ass, with your sexy stable ass here specifically? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, two queens. We love to see it. And the Nine of Pentacles. This is specifically about a relationship when I'm channeling the accidents happen. And so what they're saying is you cannot live in that. You're in a space of healing here with the Four of Swords. And you cannot live in the space where you're like, oh, this accident happened and it defines my life. When you have an accident happen, my bestie is an adjuster. Or she's not an adjuster. She works for one of the biggest, companies, insurance companies, and she does deal with car stuff all day in a way. And so she has dealt with it. She's moved up at the top of the company, but there was a point where I think she actually did this specifically, where she went out and she was an adjuster. I think she's talked to me about that. And what I'm channeling here is like she would be in charge of like writing the checks or totaling the car or whatever. And if you've ever had a car accident, you know how that happens. Some things aren't meant to be salvaged. Some things can't be salvaged. Some things are just a fender bender. Some things can be in and out of the shop and be fixed quickly. Whatever it is for you, they're saying it's not supposed to be your new reality. Some of you guys need a whole new car, a whole new relationship, a whole new opportunity. And they said, are you going to drive around with the fender bent and the hood popped just because you once bought that car and liked it? Some of you guys shouldn't even have been in that car. It was a hoopty is what they said. So I don't know. You can't let that define you. Accidents happen. And the reason I think they're having me say this too is because there's this whole train of thought in the metaphysical community that every experience that you have, you're a vibrational match and alignment for. And sometimes I think that is applicable and it is correct. And sometimes I think you just have karmic people that buzz through your life because you're the light. Quite literally, you are the star energy, the Aquarian energy, and you are like a beacon of light, like a lighthouse, and you're bringing in all of these energies to you. And they need healing, like a moth to a flame, like a light bulb's on, and then, you'll see all the moths, gravitating towards it. And that's an accident sometimes. And sometimes if you're in a moment of loneliness or desperation or lack, any kind of poverty consciousness will make you think that you need to put all of your energy into an accident instead of just calling it like my bestie used to and totaling it and being like, we can't even salvage this. So some of you guys need to know it was just an accident. What else is the breaking news? Well, I pulled that card. I pulled that deck, so they must want that deck. That you're doing a soul ascension and that you're happily releasing. I think this is a great place to leave this for tonight. You're releasing a lot of the energy that you have held onto. A lot of you guys are truly up leveling, and I am so proud of you. This up leveling is a soul ascension and a soul up leveling. And you are a creation of a living being. You are man made flesh, woman made flesh, and you are really in touch with your soul at this point. Clarify, this is not about relationship at all. This is just about your spiritual ascension. And now that you're more in tune with your powers and you understand how your energy works, you are going to start manifesting at a higher rate. I love leaving this off. Your breaking news, you are the magician. We love to see it. You are the spiritual magician. And so for my subscribers, not the trolls that are here, you are the spiritual magician, okay? You are able to make decisions. You're able to move forward. You're able to collaborate or not collaborate. And all of the things that you do will be successful. Solar plexus energy, Leo energy here. What I mean by all the things you do, they said, let's start playing with the universe and realizing and watching how it's playing back with you. Very often, we feel like we have to make this Herculean effort to manifest. That is not the truth. You do not have to make that Herculean effort. And because you guys have done the soul ascension, this is something that you will be able to tell. It's not something that can be qualified or quantified by anybody else. You know the soul work you've done. You know the shadow work you've done. You know how much time you've invested into your metaphysical studies. You know if you're listening to your meditations. You know if you're journaling. You know if you're doing the work that you need to do to be growing. And if you have, from the way that I'm seeing it here, it means that you are actually in this ascension place where your manifestations are coming faster to you. Breaking news. You can manifest faster. Also, that's why when they're saying the accidents happen, you can't linger in that because you're a metaphysical person here having a human experience, and sometimes things will happen. And so that's what they're wanting to tell you, is that you can't get lost in that, and you can't think that you don't have control over some things, because with the magician here, you're far more in control than you're giving yourself credit for. Time well spent. Breaking news, someone needs to go on vacation. So if you've been thinking about this or contemplating a vacation, this is something that's calling for you. Let's clarify the vacation here too. King of Cups, you need to balance that masculine and feminine energy, or you might meet a little booski. Who wants a vacation, bae? None of you. You know why I say that? Because I pulled out the Nine of Wands. Triggered PTSD. Even the idea of a vacation, bae, scares some of you, but that's okay. I'm not mad at you about that. Clarify one more. What's the last bit of breaking news for the collective? Let's see. Who's working late? I'm channeling that song. So, Carpenter, I'm working late because I'm a singer. Who's working late? Or who's a singer? Clarify the last card. Thank you. Breaking news. You need to decide whether it's inspiration or desperation. This is especially for my creatives. We do love a muse, don't we? What space are you in when you think that you're dealing with a muse? What's the new thing that's inspiring you? Let's get some clarity on that. I wanted it to be simple and something like, Jesus loves you, amen, good night. They gave me a complicated one. Inspiration or desperation? I guess it's not time to get off the live yet. Inspiration or desperation? Okay. This is what it is. Three of Swords. You got to be so careful how you're manifesting. Remember I said your manifestation powers are increasing. So if you're manifesting out of the Three of Swords or a heartbreak. I mean, welcome to heartbreak. I was channeling that earlier, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to like include that in our energy tonight. But if you're manifesting from the Three of Swords, it's not going to go right. Indecision or inspiration or desperation. Clarify that. They want you to be manifesting from this place. So if you need to listen to some solar plexus music or meditations, it's time to raise your vibration. They said if you want to really figure out how your word is your wand, or your journal is your wand, or the things you think and speak about you will bring about, they said they want you to do it from a place where you are vibrational, a match and alignment for bringing in something that's going to be positive for you when you like yourself, when you're operating out of Leo energy. Even if you're not a Leo, that solar plexus energy is about confidence and riz in so many ways, and it gets you out of the hangman state. And that way, when you like yourself more, you're manifesting better, and you will know that it's not desperation. And clarify inspiration. Eight of Cups. and the Six of Cups. So Eight of Cups upside down, not walking away, inspired not to walk away. Six of Cups from a soulmate. Clarify that. Someone, mm, clarify that Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. You focus on getting yourself better. Eight of Pentacles. Here, abundance for you too. Inspiration. They want you to focus on your creativity. Remember, I said this is about a muse. So whatever creative endeavor, whatever thing that you output into the universe, you are being challenged to pour a lot of energy into that. Unapologetically, especially for the next 6 months. We are in the next 6 months. I just heard sex months. Okay, so someone's going to have sex in the next few months. In the next 6 months, y'all went to speech therapy for 5 years, and those S's and C's still evade me. In the next 6 months, you are to be incredibly selfish. We're still in the year of the dragon, is what they're saying to me. And they're saying in order for you to increase your stability, really be unapologetically focused on whatever creative thing you do, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's cooking, singing, baking, I don't care. But they want you to pour into it like a craft and make it your job to a certain degree. Not where anybody is controlling you or anything of that nature, but where you're showing up almost in a way where it's something that you are able to, they want you to put in 10,000 hours. I'm hearing mastery. That's what they're wanting you to do with that, because that's going to take your focus off of any kind of connection if some of you guys are stuck on that. Let's clarify desperation. What is the message about the desperation? I have the Devil, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Temperance. Someone is desperate for you. Someone misses you. Clarify the desperation. This is a really beautiful message. The Queen of Cups is often seen as a pushover while she's very loving and nurturing. People treat the Queen of Cups when you're in this energy like shit. And a lot of us transfer into being the Queen of Swords because we take our power back with it. And so what they're saying is people have perceived your nurturance and kindness as desperation, even if that's not the place that it was coming from. And for my empaths, I know it wasn't. But they're saying that you have to temper your Queen of Cups with the Queen of Swords. We're back to the beginning. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. We're right at the back at the beginning. They said the Queen of Swords was one of the first cards that we pulled, and they're saying now integrate the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Swords. So that way it's really clear to the universe and to whomever you're around, whether it's a job, an opportunity, or an actual person, that you are operating out of inspiration and not desperation. The tips and tools for you raising your vibration are to focus on that solar plexus, very specifically your sacral chakra, your root chakra, the bottom three. That's what we're realigning. Also say no unapologetically for the next 6 months. Practice that. Understand that in the year of the dragon, if you pour anything into your work, habits, or building with the Eight of Pentacles there, which rules work, and mastery in work very specifically, also abundance, the infinity sign turned on its side, you will have great dividends that are repaid to you over the next several years. So it's a small price to pay to push people away during the season. You are being guided to do that because it will pay off incredibly for you. I got again from the outhouse to the penthouse. That's exactly the place that they want to take you to. And now let's say you're already in a penthouse. What they want to take you to is a place where you're having this, the Two of Cups in relationship, but they want you to manifest from a place of inspiration and not desperation. They're having me go back to you in your 20s when you were dating and not really understanding exactly how to work it. It was like you driving around a Lamborghini, but you're 7 years old. You don't know how to handle all of that power. Slow and steady wins the race, and you've had a lot of people play in your face and a lot of lessons with the Knight of Pentacles here. And so instead of being breadcrumb now, this is you taking your time, my dear, because in the past, in the lower vibration, the younger you, it was people that were not equally yoked with you and that were breadcrumbing you. One of the channels that came through that slipped my mind as we were talking is about a 10-gallon hat. If you have a 10-gallon hat, that hat needs to be filled. You cannot mate with someone who is a fedora if you are a 10-gallon hat, because they're going to look at what you have and say, where do you want me to do with all of that? But if you are a 10-gallon hat, then I promise you there are other 10-gallon hats that know exactly where it's at, and they know how to fill that hat. They know what to do with the space. They know how to fold the brim. We love a good folded brim, don't we? And you need to understand to take your time before you really let anyone in. So this is the opposite. If you were breadcrumb before, it's not that you're not doing the breadcrumbing. It's you're doing the vetting to be sure that you're operating out of a place of emotional integrity so that you are shored up and you are sure. I'm hearing raise your hand if you're sure. So this is all about confidence. So I think that was a deodorant commercial. And they're saying, yeah, I'm telling you, because If you manifest from a place of desperation, you will pull in an imbalanced Knight of Cups. That's someone who doesn't keep their promises and who never shows up. And you have dated enough of those. I don't care what age you are. They said the past is behind you, absolutely. Energetically, Six of Swords. And so your assignment is to pay a lot of attention to you, selfishly, lovingly, solar plexusly. Understand that you are the Queen of Wands, also associated with fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You are powerful and you're manifesting. You see that fire in her hand? You are manifesting. You're in a very powerful state of manifestation. You are the magician, but not from desperation, from inspiration. And that's the message for tonight. And we shall conclude it as such. So good sharing energy with you. You will have justice, but also for those of you that want a partnership, whether this is in business or actual relationship, partnership ruled by a Libra, an air sign, Mercurial communication. Work on your communication skills in order to have that be a healthy relationship that you might enter into. Also, if the relationship that you're entering into is with you, then you need to be working on that self-esteem and your communication skills too with you. Earlier, we had someone asking advice about how to, let someone know that they were interested in them. A lot of that comes from internal self-confidence. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter who's rejecting you in the past. You have the ability to get that in alignment for you. And when you do, the relationships that you will manifest will be relationships that are worthy of you. When you feel like you are worthy of having better connections, then that's something that you will easily manifest and do as the magician. All right, guys, so good sharing energy with you. Come back and join me next time on another wild ride, and we'll continue to evolve together.